just like that, we're back. Views from Section 400. Matt, Jack, and Brian bring you another episode of our flagship podcast. It's going to be a crazy one. It's a wild one. I think we got a little bit better energy tonight, so we're going to bring it to you. Fellas, welcome aboard. We got winners and losers tonight. I know that's the hottest segment, but Brian, why don't you let the people know what our new sponsor is?
Yeah, if you haven't been listening, shame on you. If you have, you've heard this before, but Views from Section 400 is sponsored by SeatGeek. Whether you're going to a ball game up in Section 400 this summer, chugging beers on the lawn at a concert, or living it up in a suite, SeatGeek is the premier ticket app that takes the confusion out of buying tickets. Their one-of-a-kind platform makes browsing for the best deals easy, and you know we love great deals up in the nosebleeds by giving users a 0 to 10 score on each ticket to know you're getting the best bang for your buck. All of you up in Section 400 can use code VIEWSFROM400 for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's VIEWSFROM400, $20 off your first purchase. Enter the code at checkout. And now, winners and losers.
Views from 400, free tall boy at the game. But like Brian said, winners and losers, we always appreciate his take right there. And we'll just keep it right to the main man, Brian, with the U.S. hat on. He's always got something to say when he's repping his country. Brian, who won the week and who lost the week?
You know, this is a tough week to get into this just because statistically, this is the worst sports week of the year. So
Horrible.
We're going to get through it together. This may be another rough show, but we're going to get through it. My winner is going to be Jordan-Hare Stadium, War Damn Eagle.
War Damn.
So we may not have sports going on, but we do have SEC Media Day. And one of the hot topics of that media day has been what is the hardest stadium to play in the SEC. We had John Lewis and Albert Reese IV on Mississippi State both say Jordan-Hare was harder to play in than the Alabama Stadium. And then we have Carson Beck tell newly SEC quarterback Dylan Gabriel in Oklahoma that it's cursed, followed by his head coach Kirby Smart saying it's the hardest place to play in the world. So Auburn is getting a lot of compliments, and we're only on like the second day of media day.
Look,
Yeah,
being the hardest place to play is one thing, but when you don't have the talent to back it up, I think that's why it's kind of a crazy take.
Matt, you're acting like we haven't had the best college football player of all time walk through our school, win a Heisman and an Addy. Like, we have had talent there, all right? Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm saying recently, though. Like, I mean,
it's
those
been
guys, all those guys, the guy who said it was cursed, he wasn't around 10 years ago or 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, Carson Beck, yeah, it was. Wasn't he the Georgia quarterback, like, I don't know, 8 years ago?
I mean, it depends on your definition of around. I mean, he's been around. He's been walking around the world. I'm sure he went to some games growing up.
Either way, it's been a while. So that's why I think it's a crazy take. But
I mean, I know
it's getting talked about right now at media day today.
Yeah, you always make fun of me for these not real victories, but moral victories, I guess you would call them. But Auburn did almost beat Georgia in Jordan-Hare last year, and they had no business playing with that Georgia team, but it's just because they were home.
They play teams close, for sure.
Yeah, that's like the only reason. I mean, they could be inferior talent, but then the home field just gives them that much. So now, once you get Hugh Freeze bringing in the good talent in here, like Cam Coleman about to light the world on fire, Walker White's about to cook up some meth, we're about to have a great season.
Yeah, dude, I'm honestly
Give it up with the Walter White comparisons. He hasn't cooked yet. He has not cooked yet.
Keyword yet. He's going to. All we need is a wide receiver named Jesse. Get the wide receiver named Jesse. I don't care if he's a 2-star or 3-star. Like, you got something there.
I'm hyped.
Who's our loser, Brian?
Yeah, so another SEC team. I have the Texas Longhorns as my loser of the week. The SEC is not a bunch of I'll say it. They're not a bunch of pussies like the Big 12 is. Horns down is allowed at stadiums this year.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's the deal?
How is that a loser of the week? Because I saw that today as well, and I'm curious to see how you're spitting this into a loser of the week.
Well, if you listened correctly, I said the Texas Longhorns were my loser of the week because they have to deal with the horns down when they didn't have to last year.
You didn't say that.
I literally just said the Texas Longhorns are my loser of the week.
Right, and then you said the they're not soft, the horns down are staying. So I don't know.
Use your brain and connect the dots there.
Well, for the people listening on Spotify, I might need you to connect it for them.
I think I have enough confidence in our listeners to connect the dots themselves.
You guys let us know in the comments. Did you understand what Brian meant by that opening statement? Yes or no? That's all we need.
I can't wait for the clip where everyone just calls you an idiot.
All right. Well, maybe I didn't hear you correctly. Fight me.
I think that was just the case. All right, I'll move on. We don't need to dig into that one anymore. My winner of the week is going to be USA Basketball. They've been smoking these exhibition matches. Canada was a good game. We beat Australia. We smoked Serbia. I'm feeling good, man, rolling into the Olympic Games. I think we're going to take gold in Paris. I know everyone expects that, but it's good to see these guys taking it seriously.
Yeah, and that Serbia game today, 16 for 36 from three. Steph Curry, 24 points. People forget Steph Curry's never been in an Olympics. Like, we talk about like the old heads participating in this, and they've all been there before. Steph Curry doesn't have an Olympic gold medal, so he's going to be trying his ass off in this tournament.
Damn, yeah, he needs to get that one in the case.
AD hasn't been there since 2012, so like these guys are going to try. And I know the world is finally catching up. They haven't caught up yet, but these teams are good. But
Yeah.
this U.S. team, if I don't see dominance, I'm going to be disappointed.
It's classic. It's close in the first half. We've seen it in that Canada game, and now we just seen it today with Serbia. It's close in the first half, and the U.S. pulls away. So not too worried about the U.S.'s chances, and they don't have to try, and I think they'll still win with these.
Yeah, Serbia made it to the 2023 FIBA World Cup final without Jokic. So this is a good team, and the U.S. just obliterated them.
I mean, they won by what, 30?
30 something.
It was 30, and then the scrubs came in at the end.
Yeah, so
Scrubs.
Yeah,
Scrubs.
yeah. Air quotes on scrubs.
Yeah, who are the U.S. scrubs?
I mean, they got some like 18-year-olds still in camp that they can throw in there. It's like how in spring training in the MLB, they kind of keep the guys, the non-roster invitees.
Oh, I didn't know that was the case. Okay. I thought you were talking like, I don't know, Drew Holiday and like
No.
Derek White.
Drew Holiday's a starter.
Yeah, he is a starter.
Is he starting?
Yeah, but Derek White would be like considered.
He's at the end of the
scrub. But
Yes.
obviously he's not. He just signed a $130+ million contract.
Yeah, speaking of him being on the team, you guys see Jaylen Brown's tweet about it? He doesn't seem too
No.
happy. I think Jaylen Brown's convinced it's a conspiracy because Jaylen Brown isn't a Nike athlete. And it's like all the Nike players and Team USA obviously sponsored by Nike. So Jaylen Brown tweeted, "I'm not afraid of you or your resources."
Nah, it doesn't make any sense though, because
That's
Embiid's an Under Armour athlete.
Yeah, but like
Same with Steph.
Kyrie's a Nike athlete and he wasn't invited. Which, I mean, you could argue Kyrie should have been there above Derek White.
Wait, so you're saying Nike athletes are getting invited or not getting invited?
So, like the bubble players, I guess you would call them, if they are not a Nike athlete, Jaylen Brown's saying they have less of a chance to get invited than a Nike athlete.
I got you. Which, whatever. I'm not getting into this. What do you got? What else, Jack?
All right. For my loser of the week, I don't really know who to pin it on, either the coach or the other 31 NFL teams, but we're not talking Biden or Trump 2024. We're talking Belichick 2025. This man is coming back next year. He will be a head coach in the NFL next year. Mark my words. Some team will hire him. And I don't know if he's just going to take over again or, not do shit and maybe just flounder out like Gruden did when he came back. I know he took a much longer absence than Belichick has, but he'll be back next year. And I think we're all going to notice it, is what I'm going to say.
Dude, we're weeks away from training camp. What team is he going to go coach?
He's saying
No, not this season.
Are you okay?
Nah, I got the AC running in the background. I'm really, dude. Work's been kicking my ass this week. I'm not locked in at all.
He's
That's why I
saying
needed a couple beers today, but I sacrificed.
he's saying next season, 25.
I got you. Yeah,
I
maybe I'm just not hearing correctly.
might need to get you some hearing aids sponsored by SeatGeek.
Or some alertness vitamins. Can you spare some, Brian?
Yeah, a little magnesium supplement.
So
But
either way, Bill Belichick, Jack's
I
pretty good future he gave out there. That's some months in between there. So Brian should be pleased with that.
I think that would be an awful idea for Bill Belichick. I mean, he lived through the Tom Brady, Giselle, Antonio Brown kind of rumor mill. If he's still dating a 23-year-old in a locker room with a bunch of NFL players, the rumors, like the headlines are just asking to be started.
Bro, he'll be back. That's enough. That's enough outside the locker room BS. He'll be back. That's all I'm saying.
Has the game passed him by though?
He's gonna take this year to get better. You know he will.
I I don't know. I don't know. I think he should just go chill with the 24-year-old and live out his days.
Of course he should, but he's not going to. He has. I'm telling you, I saw a report that he was talking about he's coming back next year. He will be coaching an NFL team next year. He's gonna throw his hat into the pool again, and somebody will hire him.
Hope he goes to the Jaguars and it's an absolute disaster.
I hope he comes to the Jaguars and gives us 15 years of dominance, Brian. But no, I don't expect him to come to the Jaguars. And I got full faith in Dougie P. Like full faith.
Yeah, that's a next year question, I guess. But I'll jump into some winners and losers myself over here. And the winner for me is going to be the Lions finally coming to their senses and essentially allowing Calvin Johnson into the pride of the Lions. And they're doing a nice ceremony for him this upcoming year. He'll be inducted into it's like their Hall of Fame for the team, but they call it the Pride of the Lions. So, yeah, they rekindled the relationship. I don't know if you guys remember when Calvin Johnson retired, the Lions asked for the signing bonus back of $1.5 million. And he said, yeah, you guys can kick rocks, and didn't give it back. So they had a little beef for a couple years. And, yeah, I guess they squashed the beef, and Calvin Johnson is now going to be inducted into the Pride of the Lions or whatever they call it, which is essentially just their team Hall of Fame. So they squashed the beef, moved on, and Calvin Johnson, rightfully so. I mean, a legendary career. You got to get the guy in there.
I was just saying, it's their fault that he retired early. Like they should be paying their respects to him for forcing him out of his career early. And they should honestly be like saying sorry to all of us, all the NFL fans who never got to see an extra 5-10 years of Calvin Johnson and how good he was.
Yeah, well, before I get into this, I can't remember the last time a player was elected to their respective sports Hall of Fame before they were actually in their team's Hall of Fame. That's a problem in itself. And another problem, I mean, isn't a pride just the name for the plural of a lion pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what that's
kind
like.
of makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's like
the elite
the
pack.
pride of the pack of lions, which is like their Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's a pride. So their
Yeah.
Hall of Fame just a redundant statement, which I guess just describes the.
I could be wrong quoting that if you want to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's the
No, I mean it
pride.
sounds right. It sounds like something the Lions would do, just a redundant.
I'm pretty sure that's the report I saw.
Brian, you're getting all technical on him, like the Los Angeles.
You would think they would want to be technically sound considering they're an NFL franchise.
Either way, it's their version of the team Hall of Fame. So
It explains
they're
why
finally letting Calvin in. But furthermore, isn't that ridiculous? They asked for the signing bonus back.
they.
I mean, like, do they really think that guy? I would be like, kick fucking rocks, which is essentially what he told them.
Yeah, no, that signing bonus was spent immediately after he got drafted. But like, why? He probably.
No, I think the signing bonus. He signed a contract in 2015. That was his signing bonus, and then he retired. Like, it was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 year deal, and he retired after 1 year. So they're like, dude, you didn't even play your whole contract. Give us the signing bonus back. And he was like, yeah, unfortunately, my lawyer says that I don't have to. You guys are cooked.
Yeah, the terms of a contract.
And then there was like a rocky relationship, and now apparently they rekindled it. And now they're going to have a nice big ceremony and welcome him back and get him into the Lions Hall of Fame. So Cool stuff there. Weird that they owed him money, or he tried to get his money back, but whatever. Loser of the week for me. I think it happened just over the weekend. It's going to be the Marlins outfielder, Dane Myers, taking a page out of the Mets player's book, breaking his foot after kicking a door. He said that he didn't think he kicked the door that hard, and he ended up breaking his foot. So he had to have kicked it hard enough. And, he got called out on a check swing, argued it, got ejected from the game, proceeded to walk into the dugout. I don't know where he kicked the door, but ended up kicking the door, said he didn't kick it that hard. Now he has a fractured foot and will be sidelined for a little bit. Said he avoided surgery, but nonetheless, a fractured foot. That franchise is just a disaster.
I feel like the worst part of that story is the fact he said he didn't kick it that hard. Like, you'd think you want to – other GMs are looking at you like, yeah, you kind of tapped the door and you broke your foot. Like, how does that help you in future contract negotiations? You want to say you kicked the shit out of that door and you were frustrated, and, yeah, it was stupid. But, yeah.
That was his quote. He said, I think his quote was, "I didn't think I kicked it that hard."
Yeah, that's just.
And then it was like Myers has a broken foot or fractured foot. So
now he's an idiot and he's made of glass.
Yeah, not a great look. In his second year batting in the mid 260s, so not horrible. Probably should be like, yeah, I smoked the door, so it doesn't look as bad. Either way, bad. When you hurt yourself in a very avoidable way, no bueno. But
at least it's not Jabba Chamberlain on a trampoline.
Or Yoenis Cespedes on a horse.
Or any of the Mets players in a hotel room.
Hey, you never know what goes down in those hotel rooms.
Not much for the Mets.
With the Mets, you really do, because half their players break something.
That's good stuff there. But nonetheless, the winners and losers presented by SeatGeek and Views from Section 400. We love it. You love it. Let us know down in the comments who won and lost the week. Maybe we missed something that we should have touched on. You guys let us know. But All-Star game last night, home run derby, unexpected winner, unexpected outcome. Let's jump into that. Brian, the National League, who was the only time I guess we could root for the same baseball team, did not win last night. Were you actually rooting for the National League, or don't give a shit, or you maybe were rooting for the AL?
I really could give two shits because they got rid of everything that was once good about this game. I wrote a blog about it. It's the NBA-ification is what I call it of the major leagues. The AL plays the NL all the time now. It might as well be one umbrella. There's no divisional rivalries. There's no league rivalries. It's all a joke. The jerseys, the only good thing they had going for them before they changed it was the players were allowed to wear their own jerseys. Now they're wearing they might as well be wearing Grimace jerseys out there. I mean, it looks like an MLB The Show, like stock before you start editing the jersey. That's what they wore last night. It was all a joke. At least Teoscar Hernandez won the home run derby. I know you like to shit on me for my fantasy baseball, Matt, but I do have him in fantasy baseball. So,
yeah, what does that home run derby victory net you for fantasy?
Some nice comeuppance. Some nice pats.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I mean, the All-Star game, I kind of fell asleep. That's how boring it was. I saw Trey Turner made a nice play. I saw Harper had to double down the line to get Ohtani to third. They didn't get anything out of it, but good to see the Phils playing well. I think all their pitchers who were supposed to go pitched, and nobody let up a run. I forget somebody got rocked for 3 runs. It wasn't one of the Phillies guys, so that's always good to see, good showing. And, I mean, it's, they call it the Midsummer Classic. It used to actually be the Midsummer Classic and was an enjoyable watch. Now it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. I'm assuming you guys saw the national anthem singer.
Yeah, that was the home run derby. She was so bad. Yeah, she was so bad. She's going to rehab.
Do we think she was actually hammered, or she said that because she was so bad?
You know what? It might be a wild play to save your career. Like, guys, I'm not actually that bad. And then you turn this into like a pro PR story. Like, I'm going to rehab and I'll be better for it.
And then comes back and does the All-Star game next year and kills it.
I mean, that's a wild wild spin zone to be like, yeah, I'm gonna spend a month in rehab because I butchered the national anthem so bad.
I mean, that's essentially what's happening.
Hey man, any PR is good PR, right?
So they say. But Brian, were you expecting Pete Alonso to win it, or with all this hype, you kind of knew he was going to flounder out? Because he floundered out bad.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, I'm not gonna speak too badly on him, but it's a contract year, and this has been his worst home run year maybe since his rookie season. So
It's not been a good year for the guy.
I do not mind him not winning and just kind of, I don't know, going back to the well and realizing, hey, maybe my swing's not there.
Well, I did see a report that said he doesn't want to go anywhere else and wants to be a Met, and he's enjoying being a Met. And I find that kind of weird because he's enjoying being mediocre or less than mediocre. I mean, the Mets aren't great, and he's not having a great year. So the fact he's having fun this year, that wouldn't rub me the right way if I was a Met fan.
This year has been the most fun I've had watching the Mets since maybe, well, no, 2022 was a lot of fun because they were actually dominant. But
They
like,
won 108 games that year.
besides that year, since he's come up, this has been the most fun I've had watching the Mets. Like the last 2 years before this have been absolute hell. Like it's just been the veteran Scherzer and Verlander basically running. I mean, for lack of a better term, a concentration camp in the dugout. Like no one's smiling, no one's doing anything. And now this year we have the oh my god, the grimace. Like at least they're having fun. And I know Pete Alonso isn't having a great year. I don't know if the Mets are going to want him back. Like he really doesn't seem like a David Stearns kind of project. So I don't know if they're going to offer him enough, but we'll see.
Is he gonna? I mean, he's probably not going to be moved at the deadline. He's probably going to
Uh,
get played out at least the rest of the year.
I mean, they're in a playoff spot. If they play over 5 games over 500 ball in the second half, they're going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
Look, he needs to get back on the juice. That's it. He'll be fine once he does. No response?
I mean, I don't. I haven't been in fantasy baseball, so I'd prefer him not to get suspended for the rest of the year.
I don't think it's worth the 80-game suspension in a contract year. Scott Boras might actually murder him if he gets caught with a PED.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see it, but you never know. These guys do stupid shit all the time.
Get P. Alonso back on the juice.
Yeah, right there, Brian. What'd you have in the NFL training camp that is weeks away?
NFL training camp has started.
I thought it was a couple weeks away until it's like real. I thought it was end of July where it's like really started.
Well,
I know they have like a mandatory mini camp, but I don't think like training camp started.
It's like end of July.
Rookies have reported to training camp, and D'Amico Ryans has made the veterans for the Texans report at the same time. So they are fully underway. But yeah, I mean, training camp starting, football season is upon us, boys. I know it's been a rough month here. We haven't had much to talk about, but we do have football coming up. And with football coming up, we have our Views from 400 Fantasy League. We do have 7 spots available for you listeners out there. I know we'll have a challenge for you guys. Matt will be posting a video to all of our socials soon. But just know that is coming up quickly. We're also going to have a survivor poll. And we'll
rapidly approaching.
And we'll have live shows coming up once football season kicks off every Sunday for NFL and every Saturday for college football.
And stay tuned in the next, I'd say, either couple days or within the week, I'll post a video explaining all the details on our fantasy league. It will be a limited selection, 7 guys or 7 or girls. I guess, we're not limiting this to guys only. I guess if you're a girl and you're a huge fan, you want in, have at it.
You got to be one.
You got to be one or the other. But, yeah, let's have some fun with this. I'll post a video. You guys will see it. We'll pin it on our account. That'll be that. For the Survivor League, it's unlimited entries as far as I'm concerned, or at least unlimited amount of people, maybe only 1 entry per person. But, we could have 500 people in there, or we could have 200 or 100. So that's just join, so we can have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I know with my new SiriusXM job, I'll have a lot of inside information for some fantasy sleepers. So if I don't win at least one league this year, I will be very disappointed in myself.
I'm coming for blood in our league, Brian.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
You know I am. But yeah, either way, it'll be fun. Get involved in our fantasy league. It's a good way to connect with us. Get involved with the program. Get involved with the brand. You'll get, your 30 seconds of fame if you win the league on a podcast. Probably during Bolmas too. By the way, is when you'll be able to maybe run your mouth. I'm not sure, but we'll work that out as the season goes. It'll probably be Bolmas, right?
Yeah, that timing works out because the fantasy playoffs end first week.
The championship is right around Christmas, so
Yeah,
end of Bolmas, you can get your.
Well, they added the extra week now, so I think it's the week after.
Yeah, but
Christmas.
they usually doesn't go based off that. Usually that last week is usually just a dead week for fantasy.
Yeah, but before they added the extra week, it was just all put up a week.
We'll get there when we get there. It's going to be a fun time. Get involved, get connected with us. We have some merch in the works. That's going to be some sick. I've seen a couple designs. It's going to be a sick t-shirt, sick hoodie, sick hat. Probably get you guys a free t-shirt or something of your choosing, merch-wise, as well as, a free 5-10 minute segment on the pod. So make sure you stay tuned for the video that's going to drop with all the details on our fantasy league. But that's all I got. I'm just super pumped up. Brian, anything else on the training camp? I know I saw the Giants video got released of them finding out Saquon going to Philly, and the owner was like, "I'm not going to be able to sleep."
I've told you this already. I'm not watching the Hard Knocks. I'm ignoring it. It's not happening. I don't want to relive the off season. I don't care. I will take off my headphones. I don't need to relive it. They're gonna suck this year, so I don't need to watch them suck through the off season.
Well, let me bring you back up to speed.
Nope, not doing it.
All right. Well,
You didn't even see what John Mara said?
No.
You don't want to know?
I don't want to know. I don't care.
All right. Okay. Let me move on to another NFL topic. Brandon Ayuk officially requested a trade today.
Yep. You know where it's going?
That was going to be a potential loser of the week for me.
Where do you think he's going? DC. He's going to help Jaden Daniels win Rookie of the Year.
If he
wants like $25 million a year. Is the team going to pay Brandon Ayuk $25 million a year?
Yeah, I hope so. I don't give a shit about the Commanders. I hope they give $25 million to him. I just want Jaden Daniels to win.
Like you're like, oh, bring him in Jaden Daniels, this and that. Like they're going to have to pay him $25 million a year, which I don't think they'll do.
Why not? Do they not have the cap space?
It's just a lot of money to tie up to above average. Is that a good way? I mean, is he an elite receiver?
Yes.
I don't know that I would pay him $26 million a year.
It depends on your are you saying elites like the
like he goes and slots in as the undoubted number one wide receiver one for the Commanders. Pay the guy almost $30 million a year, and he's your guy.
Yes, I mean you have Scary Terry McLaurin there, who is a wide receiver one in his own right. So yeah, you'll have two wide receiver ones there, but I'm taking Ayuk over Terry, and maybe that's just because Ayuk, you've seen the success with him in San Francisco over the past few years compared to Terry, where Washington's been struggling for a few years, but. I'm taking Ayuk over Terry straight up.
Yeah, I'm not doubting or discrediting Ayuk as a good football player or even a great football player, which is, kind of got to see him without all that talent around him. But 26, 27, 28 mil a year, I have him more as like in the 16 to 19 range per year, maybe 20, but 28 and above is just too much for me.
Go back to my point about the NBA. It's all fuck you money, and it's the cap's raising every year, and I really don't.
So it could really be the 20 or 28 is the new 18 kind of thing.
Yeah, I think if there's a player out there that you can get, you'll hand him the money. I think it would treat Jaden Daniels well. Treat him well to have Ayuk. Ayuk's only 26, so you put him there, and that's a weapon for Daniels for his whole rookie contract.
How much is Stephon Diggs getting per season with the Texans now?
High 20s?
27? Let me see.
Yeah, you're telling me Ayuk doesn't deserve as much as Stephon Diggs?
I think Stephon probably deserves a little more.
24 for Diggs.
So you're going to say Ayuk should be getting paid 2, 3, 4 million more than Stephon Diggs? I would say no.
I think that's
I
fair. I think.
I
Go ahead.
and that's per year, Brian.
Yeah, it's 4 years, 96 mil.
So
Yeah, I
24 a
mean,
year.
4 years, 96. Give Ayuk 4 years, 100. Yeah, like I think that's the exact ballpark he should be in.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think Diggs is a slightly better player, but I don't mind them being in the same kind of salary range.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know,
like I said, Ayuk's a good player, so, but I just, I guess I wasn't counting or crediting the 18 being the new 28. What do you got, Jack? You look like you're fired up, dude. Get it off your chest there, hotshot.
dude, I don't know if I can say that I'd rather have Stephon Diggs than Brandon Ayuk right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Floor's
what I'm
yours,
saying though.
brother.
You can go either way.
For the net, like if you're gonna go like if I'm the Texans, the Niners, the Commanders, I don't give a shit what team I am. If I'm looking at both of these two guys, going, who do I want to go sign to for the next 4 years, a 4 year, $100 million contract? It's gonna be Brandon Ayuk, not Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I guess. How old is Diggs?
Gotta be 30.
That might be the difference right there. I mean, yeah, Diggs is 30, so he's 4 years. Yeah, I feel more comfortable giving a big contract to Ayuk. But I think like right now,
Thank you. I
Diggs
just
is
couldn't let you
better.
run away with that real quick. Sorry. Thank you, Matt, because I did have an issue with that. Just fucking spazzing over here.
Yeah, I mean, at the bottom line is right. I mean, I don't care who gets the more money, but you know, I go off. I can't even say I go off what I've seen because Ayuk's proven it. I maybe Diggs has proven it for a little longer, but I mean, dude, I think Ayuk's got like over 3,500 yards and like over 20 touchdowns in his on his rookie contract, right? Because I don't think he's gotten a big contract yet. So it's tough to say. I mean, he's gonna right now he would be getting just under 15 mil if he, played this year out with the Niners. So he's anticipating getting more than that, which is probably around that range of at least above 20 and probably mid 20s.
I thought he got franchise tagged.
Nah, I think he has one more year left on the deal.
Okay.
I thought that's what I read. Either way, whether it's franchise tag or it can't be. It's got to be 1 year left because it's
Yeah, 'cause
like
that's not a lot of money.
Yeah, 14.4 mil is not the franchise tag's closer to 20.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. But yeah, some good stuff right there. And why don't you guys listening let us know in the comments below. Is Ayuk worth the money? What team is he going to get traded to? I think the Commanders makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. I just don't know that all that money is gonna be what it takes. And for the Commanders' sake, what does it take? What do you have to trade to get him?
His third round
Is
pick.
he a first round pick?
No, the 49ers have no leverage.
What?
The 49ers have no leverage. I think you can get them for a second or third.
I mean, their leverage is like, okay, you either play or you hold out, right?
Yeah, they still got to pay him if he's under contract. He could just not play.
Would you? All right.
I don't know.
If he's truly gonna hold out, but I hear you. I hear you.
I think he has he has more leverage in the situation. But they also said they don't want to trade him. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he might just be playing for the 49ers in week
They
1.
might just get an extension.
And this whole last 20 minutes was just for nothing.
It was a waste of time. So let's move on to the Open, the final major of the year. It's all the guys. You'll get all your live guys in there. You'll get, obviously, all your PGA guys. And it is the final major of the year over in the UK. Brian, Jack, I don't care who goes first, but let's hand out a winner here. Who's winning the Open? Who can the people go put some money on and get a pretty solid payout for as play kicks off tomorrow, early tomorrow, since, at least here on the East Coast, there's a 6 hour or so time difference.
Huh. Well, it's not going to be Victor Hovland because he's worried about aliens right now. I don't know if you guys saw that story, but it's just absolutely ridiculous. It might. You know what? saying this guy all year. It's not Max Homa, don't worry. But Brooks Koepka is due for a win, and I feel like the bad weather over there. It's so shitty. He's a good bad weather golfer, and if it's not going to be Rory, it's going to be Brooks Koepka.
Yeah,
Brooks
I'm not
Koepka,
gonna act like I know all too much about golf, but I do know this one. I do know this guy, and he's 200 to 1 odds. Putting my money on red. Give me Tiger Woods.
Okay. I don't
yeah,
think
I
he's made a
mean,
cut in a long time, but
Things change, Brian. Things change.
just got to make
there
it
is
past the first cut.
look, Ludwig Berg, somebody I'm looking at. John Rahm, who's played poor in all the majors, is somebody I'm looking at. So, I know Brian doesn't like Hovland, but he is an electric player. Rory, obviously, everyone's discounting Scotty, who's kind of been off the rails a little bit the last couple times he's played, but Scotty is still the betting favorite, and Scotty Scheffler is still Scotty Scheffler. I mean, that guy can go and get it done on any kind of weekend. So, look, I guess I could give a couple out here. Ludwig Berg would be a guy that I'm looking at. I know Brian knows I love him, so it's tough for me to say there. I don't like John Rahm, but I think at plus 2,200, he's a guy who's going to have his name in the mix towards the end. But let's have some fun with it, right? It's always about having fun. Rob McIntyre plus 5,500 won last week, so playing good golf. Obviously, over there in his hometown or home country, probably could have a shot to get it done. But for shits and giggles, to give out a longer shot, where's my guy at? Tiger Woods plus 20,000. That's a decent one right there.
That's a great one, man. I fucking love that call.
No. I wasn't giving it out. I was just saying that's crazy. I don't hate my guy. Here we go. Plus 9,000. Justin Thomas. Look for him to have a decent tournament. And the last one I'm going to give you plus 7,500. Won the tournament last year. Brian Harman.
Love that.
So I know I gave you a lot of names. Those are some of the guys I'll be looking at. Yeah, Justin Thomas plus 9,000, Harman plus 7,500. If you want some really good odds for really good juice, Harman winning it last year and being plus 7,500, I think you could make a case there.
Yeah, I like it.
You guys
Any guy named Brian, I will ride with, especially when they spell their name right. So,
but yeah, those are. I know I gave you a lot. I don't even. I can't. Give me Justin Thomas plus 9,000 if I gotta give one out that I'm going to be watching. I want to see him have a good tournament. He's been playing better golf. He's somebody who can get it done. He's kind of in the prime. Let's see him get it. Let's get it done, dude. Let's get it done, JT. What do you say now, kid?
JT.
The 4 and 400 today going to be a fun one. It's a slow sports week. So with EA Sports College Football coming out this week, we're doing the best video games of all time. Very subjective draft, subjective list. I know we're going to get killed in the comments for leaving something out, but we're going to do it anyway because you guys like it. Let's figure out the draft order, and then somebody's going to be on the clock.
All right. Well, with the first pick, the 101 in this draft, it's a tough spot to be in, the 101. I just don't think that some of these top tier are getting back to me. But I'm going to go with the one that I hold most dearly in my heart, which is NBA 2K13, the one that was produced by Jay-Z. Best soundtrack to a video game of all time. Just absolutely peak of 2K, peak of NBA basketball. It really doesn't get better than this. Shout out Kirk Heinrich with the Bulls.
Yeah, I liked 2K13, but it's definitely not my favorite. So I was trying to think where you'd go with that. But the Jay-Z poll makes a lot of sense.
Best soundtrack to any game ever.
I'm known for controversy in these lists. Brian does not let me encompass all the things at times. So I guess I'm probably going to have to pick one here, but it's going to be Grand Theft Auto. I guess I'll take GTA 5, or is it GTA 5, whatever the most recent one is.
Most recent
But
one
I'm
is
just
fine.
taking GTA in general, and Brian can suck it.
Yeah, no, I think with these, like, Jack, you get all of 2K and Matt gets all of GTA.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take all
Because
2K.
to be honest, if we didn't do that, it would be like the same franchises, just different games.
right. So all NBA 2K for Jack, and
Also,
I'll
the
take.
the better GTA is 4, but you
Well,
got them
that's
both.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it was good.
I see. I'm more of a Vice City guy, so
That's what I'm saying. So that's why we got to do the entire
Okay.
franchise. So Jack's got the 2K. I got GTA. Brian, what do you got at number 3? Still a lot of haymakers on the board.
It really is. And since this one, I feel
But
like
here, I'll just let you go.
yeah, I have to go with the two biggest first-person shooters, Call of Duty, specifically Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty Black Ops have the biggest places in my heart. And then Halo 3. And I guess I get all the Halos, but Halo 3 is the GOAT.
Wait, why
Maybe
did you just give 3 out?
no, he's taking all Call of Duty and
I
all
think with
Halo.
Call of Duty, you can't take all the Call of Duties. I think that can be individual games.
Yeah, Brian, because there is like two sets. There are
Because
multiple
there's
sets of like.
Activision and Infinity Ward.
Sorry,
okay, so
Brian, you're
you're
getting
only giving
overruled
me
on this
one.
one. You're getting overruled on this one.
Well, right? Like, isn't Call of Duty 4 Infinity Ward and Black Ops was
Yeah,
Activision?
yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
like,
either Brian. You're getting Modern Warfare, or you're getting Black Ops, or you could take both at the
Or
turn.
you
It's
could
up
take
to you.
both, but you can't take both and then Halo as well.
okay, I guess.
Overruled.
Um,
Overruled.
then I will take.
But
Oh
does that not
man.
make sense to you? Like, I feel like
I
with
mean, I
Call of
guess it
Duty,
does, but then again, there's also 36 NBA 2Ks, 5 GTAs, but yeah, we can. That's fine.
Look, I
Um,
don't make the rules. I'm just.
look, I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
I was being nice and making encompassing all of it for you guys, and then you're just gonna come back right back and shoot me in the foot. But that's fine. That's fine.
I just feel like Call of Duty's different and you shouldn't be able to take all the Call of Duties.
Okay.
But if you I mean, if you really, really want to, I'm not going to hold it against you.
I won't either. You can have the Call of
I'll
Duty.
take Call of Duty 4 and Halo 3. No, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm taking MW2 and Halo 3.
Fuck
Which,
you.
which MW2?
The first one, the original Modern Warfare 2. I can't
The
believe there's
real,
multiple of those.
the real one. Yeah, we're 4 picks in, and 4 of my picks on my list are off the board.
Yeah, well, I will take Black Ops 1 because that game holds a special spot in my heart.
Okay.
The multiplayer firing range, the zombies. I mean, other than, if Brian didn't take Modern Warfare 2, that's what I would have went with. But Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, a very, very close second. I mean, I had so much fun on that game. That was like MW2, I like started with the video games, but Black Ops 1, I was like
Yeah.
fully into it.
I mean, Black Ops 1 I liked more just because of the zombies, but I definitely had the most playtime on MW2. I think I had like 40 days on that game.
JTAG Brian.
Yep. Hosting the 10th lobbies.
Crazy. What a time, man.
All
All right, what
right.
do you got for us here, Jack?
I'm up. There's a couple ways I could go with this, but again, these are subjective lists. We're going with the ones that are true to us. I got to go Madden here in the 2 spot. No, I will not be greedy and take NCAA football. That doesn't sound right anyway. But with this third pick, I'm gonna take Guitar Hero
Mm.
/ Rock Band.
No, you don't get both of those, but you can have
Fuck
all
you!
Guitar
I want them
Heroes.
both.
You could have all the Guitar Heroes or all the Rock Bands, but you don't get both Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
Fuck you! I
Yeah,
want them both.
I'm with Brian on that. You can't get both.
All right. Well, I'll take the OG. I'll take Guitar Hero.
I was gonna say, I
But
think Guitar Hero.
note my objection, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, this game just because it hits home and it was probably the best game at its height that I was good at. and I need you to put in because the game sucks now, but it's going to be prime Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah.
Prime Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
2017, 2018, prime Fortnite. The game sucks now. I'm not as good as but 2017, 2018, I was a sweat. I was nasty. I'll take that to my grave. And there's not a day that goes by where I don't wish I could go back to that era and stomp kids in pub matches. So prime Fortnite. We got to be very specific about that because
Yeah.
the game sucks now.
You get the specification because it's basically a different game now.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah. Okay, so I have two to finish us off here. I took two M-rated shooters in the first round, so I think it's only right I take some Nintendo E is for Everyone games. I'm going to go Mario Kart and Wii Sports.
Fuck yo. Dude, killer 1-2 punch. That was a 1-2 Mayweather right there.
Yeah, Wii Sports. I was worried it wasn't going to get back to me. I thought about taking it in the first round, but I needed.
So what do you got? Mario Kart and Wii Sports?
Yep.
Some tough business, Brian. Some tough business. I have to go back to the drawing board. I officially have 0 games left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Call of Duty 2019, the one that came out right before COVID. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Okay, the second Modern Warfare.
Yes, the second Modern Warfare came out 2019. It was basically this like that new generation of COD that like remember there was like 4 or 5 years where
this
like
was
all
the first Warzone, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So you can just say like COD Modern Warfare 2019, and then you can say COD's back, and then you can say Warzone.
Yeah.
Do you remember those search games we would play, dude, back during COVID?
Yeah, COVID Call of Duty went crazy.
With the double 725s.
Yep. Before they
and the
nerfed
ride.
them.
Dude, that game was unreal.
The time is a flat circle. The MW2 was the 17. What were the shotguns that like you could snipe people with?
The models.
Yeah, the models. They never learn.
They never learn. But I like my list, man. GTA, Black Ops 1, Prime Fortnite, and COD 2019. I would play all the like if I could just have that on set rotation, I would. But Fortnite sucks.
My last pick, I want to go a game that's for the boys, and I'm gonna take Smash Bros. Nothing like getting all the boys involved and competing in some Smash Bros. Honorable mention to Super Strikers, but Smash Bros. Definitely takes the cake.
Yeah, no Diddy.
Bro, where are we talking Diddy?
You said nothing like getting the boys together and playing Smash Bros.
Dude, you're whack. We're talking about the video game. That's a stretch.
That is I was between Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. I just went with Mario Kart because of the drunk driving aspect of it. You could have the mini game in there, but yeah, Smash Bros. Is a good pull.
Disclaimer: we do not promote drunk driving.
No, we do not.
Also known as Brio Kart. It's in the game. It's not actual drunk driving.
Either way.
Now we're talking about the game. No Diddy, bro. Keep it in your pants.
All right. That's all we need for that. Christ, guys.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Recapping the list. Jack had NBA 2K, Madden, Guitar Hero, and the Super Smash Bros. I went with GTA, Black Ops 1, Prime Fortnite, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 Electric COD. And Brian with MW2, which was 2009, Halo 3, probably specifically custom games, Mario Kart, and Wii Sports. So some pretty tough lists there, very subjective. Let us know who had the best list. Let us know what we left off. I know there's a lot of games out there. I know there's, it's a very opinionated game list. So let us know what we missed, what we didn't miss. But other than that, that's all I got. What do you guys got?
Yeah, this might be the hardest vote that the listeners have had yet. I mean, those are three heavy hitting lists. I don't even know who I would like. I don't know if I'm gonna vote for mine. I like mine, but like Jack's is good and yours is really good. I would play all those games.
Yeah, I don't think we missed today, boys. Good shit.
Good shit. That's all I got. Yeah. I guess I got to shoot the ball to see if I can go 2 for 2, right?
Yeah, you do.
2 for 2 on the cards. Oh, I short-armed it. All right, that's it. I'm out. We start the streak again next time. By the way, John Mara said he's not going to be able to sleep if Saquon becomes an Eagle. Boom, I'm out.
Yeah, Will Wade would like to recruit Matt for that shot.
Matt's sitting at 500. Let's see if he's a baseball player or a basketball player.